Almon Gunter experience.
Man, listen.
Back together again.
Back together, baby bro. Hey, man, listen. I'm really excited about today's podcast.
Yeah.
We've been talking about the book Mind Over Matter and just kind of dissecting it, how it started and all that. But today we're talking about my favorite chapter.
Yeah.
We'll probably do it in 2 podcasts because there's 13 things that specifically about this chapter that we want people to really understand. But in writing the book, I can tell you when I got to chapter 7 and I laid out chapter 7, in my head, I was like, this is the only chapter that I need.
This is
the one.
Lucky number 7.
Well, and I think again, in life we create these processes of things that you have to do, right? That you have to follow, and if you follow these processes, then something good's going to come out on the other end. What's beautiful about chapter 7 is it talks about the things that you don't do, which I think is easily forgotten sometimes. Like, you get so caught up on these are the things that I should be doing that you forget about, but you can't continue to do these things. If you continue to do these things, then that stuff is just for nothing. And so chapter 7, 13 things that mentally tough people do not do, that's the one for me.
13 things that mentally tough people do not do. So before we started rolling, you gave us some real life examples. I feel like let's kind of walk into this. So let's walk before we run, Coach, because you just went and just.
Well, you know me. I like to go for it. I like Novocaine, straight to the point, but always effective.
But you know what? I think that's good. We don't need to. We don't need to.
I think
delay this reaction because I feel like there's never been a time where we needed mental toughness.
Oh, for sure.
More than we do today.
Yeah. One of the examples I was talking about our nieces here, and my nieces, and I just saw KK, and she just left, and she got in the car, and I can't believe that she's grown up now. She's 19, she's doing all these things, and I said, so think about it, in driving the car, there's things that we tell her to do. You got to put the turn signal on, and you got to stop, but probably the most important things are the things that she should not do. Don't get distracted while you're driving, right? Don't have the music so loud that you can't hear what people are saying around you. Like, there's so many things because again, she can use the turn signals and she can stop, but if she's still being distracted and still doing some other things, all the other stuff doesn't matter. When people are winners, there's a lot of things that they do, but there's a whole lot of things that they don't do. They don't make it a part of their daily run. They don't even think about it. And so again, there's people that they get into these processes and they go, I'm doing this and I'm doing that and I'm doing, but you're still wasting time. But you're still feeling sorry for yourself. You're still there's certain things that you're still doing that no matter how much of that you do, you're not going to get to the other side. And I think that when it comes to being mentally tough, there's a lot of things that we focus on to try to make us more mentally aware and all of those things. But there's also things that, are you still doing these things? Are these 13 things that you're still doing?
Yeah. Because
if you are, no matter how much you do that other stuff, it's just never going to be enough to tilt the scale the other way.
Yeah.
So chapter 7 for me was the one to where it kind of tied everything up into a neat little bow for me.
It takes me back to the idea of there's a difference between doing a good thing and doing the right thing.
Yes.
And even on a small scale.
Yes. Well, and we've talked about that before in the past about, right, you can do a lot of good things that are good, but they ain't right.
Yeah.
It's like being in a crowd and they're talking bad about someone, and so you don't talk bad about that person. That's a good thing. But was it right? Did you tell them, hey man, why are you talking bad about this? You don't even know this person. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I think in life, people get comfortable with doing good, and I'm like, but was it right?
Yeah.
So, I kind of wake up every day and I think about how can I bring discomfort to people that are comfortable, and how can I comfort people that are discomfortable?
So why? That's my big question there. And it's funny because this morning I had a call with a team. It was a healthcare company, and one of their executives is in India. He's on the call right now. I'm not even sure what time it is over there, but I'm sure it's not like 9 to 5.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
But he said on the call, we were getting to know each other. He said, I used to work in San Francisco. And he said, but my son was growing up there. He said, things are too easy for kids in America. So I moved. So he moved his son back to India because he wanted him to have a hard life.
Right. He wanted to bring
that's
discomfort.
Some next level powerful dad stuff.
Yeah,
right there.
because what he was saying is, look, I want to bring discomfort to him because he's comfortable right now. And if I bring this discomfort to him, he's going to have to learn to grow. He's going to have to learn how to do hard stuff. And so now when he's, you know, in a place of business, or he's working, or he's in a leadership role, he's going to know how to bring comfort to a person who's discomfortable. You see what I'm saying?
So why do we want to bring comfort to those who are uncomfortable? Why do we want to try to help people if they're already in a situation where they're uncomfortable and they're growing?
Because I think it's important to always be able to provide a beacon of light, of hope. So if you see a person that's discomfortable, right? They come from a hard place, they're doing some hard things. I think it's important as a leader to be able to show them comfort. To say, if you do these things, this is what happens. You're supposed to be in this place right now. You're not in a place that's wrong. You're in a place that's growth, and this is how you grow. This is how you learn. So, as a leader, my job is to always keep you discomfortable, because I want challenge, and I want change, and I want conflict. But when you're in that space, I also want to be the person to show you that you can get out of it. Like you keep getting 1% better.
Yeah.
So I think that that's very important. I think it's important every day to say, look, I'm going to bring a lot of stuff to your life that's going to make you way uncomfortable. But you're going to find your way out of it, and then you're going to have empathy, and you're going to have compassion, and you're going to have all these things when you see another person going through it, because you've lived it, right? Yeah. So it's the whole lead with your life thing. I think my success has come from, you know, being able to walk the talk, being able to do it, and to be uncomfortable and know what that's like, but then also to know, all right, if I just keep getting 1% better, that if I do these things but don't do these things, it's going to be okay. Because again, I've learned how to play hurt my whole life. I've been hurt, so you learn to play that, and I think you learn that through being discomfort. You know, it's a normal thing for me.
Yeah,
playing hurt.
Wow. Well, I mean, I go back to the biblical principle of that is you know, we are comforted by God so that we can comfort others. You know, and we don't talk about the Bible much on this program, but we have biblical principles in our DNA, and I think that is. You know, it's foundational. If you think about your mom,
no doubt.
Think about those who have been there for you,
no doubt,
when you really, really, really needed,
no doubt,
to be comforted.
Exactly.
And I think that's what you're on to, is that like you've been through some hard stuff, and you know what it's like to need to be comforted.
Yes.
And I think that we're definitely looking at a landscape, a harvest, if you will, of people who need to be comforted. But if you're in a position, but what I hear you saying is that if you're in a position where you know how to play hurt, then go ahead and embrace that discomfort.
You got to, because it's a part of the process, right? And you got to love that. We talk a lot about processes on this show, because I think falling in love with the process and knowing that this is right, it's the right thing to do. I think that, man, you can overcome anything.
Yeah.
As long as you can overcome, like, again, because you're going to put people in your life, right? That when you're at your most, when the discomfort is at its all-time high.
Yeah.
I think that if you follow the right processes, that means you have mentors and you have people in your life that you know how to lean into. And you lean into those people so no one falls. see, that's the real beauty of it. That's the beauty of learning how to play hurt and learning how to follow processes and getting the right people. Look, environment becomes the culture.
Yeah.
Putting yourself in the right environment, man, to be able to thrive.
Unintentional TAM plug there, but the Academy of Mentorship, that's, I mean, I really feel like that's everything right there.
It really is. I mean, you know, being successful or just trying to keep your head above water, I think it's hard to do if you don't have, you gotta have a mentor, man. You gotta have that go-to person, that person that's, you know, I'm here for you. Like, I'm not here to pass judgment. I'm here to just help you walk this path. So,
all right, I want to dive into this. I do want to ask you before we do that though. Why do we resist mentorship? Do you find that that's true? Like, well, I mean, you may not have, but I know that I do naturally.
I think the biggest reason is because most people don't know A, how to ask for a mentor, and B, be a mentor. I really think it's one of those things that if it does happen, it's kind of unintentional. Like you just kind of stumble into it, and this person comes in your life, and you start to lean on them. Right. And I'm saying no, it should be opposite. You should seek them out. If you are I just think if you're an individual, you should always be seeking knowledge, right?
Yeah.
You got to seek those people out. Like if I look at a person,
and you can have multiple mentors,
because I think mentors do different things.
Right.
You can have one mentor that's really trying to guide you in your career path, another mentor that's trying to really coach you up through the game of life, another mentor. Like, I think you have to have multiple people being able to do different things. That should be the way it is. And unlike coaching, like, to me, coaching is very specific, right? It's always for this certain thing that we're doing. We have this certain period of time to do it, and we're trying to give you the skills to be able to do that thing. Mentoring, if you do it right, it never ends.
Yeah.
It never ends, and it never has to.
But I think it also shows like a true sense of humility, because I think it's pride in a lot of ways. It makes us feel like, oh, I want it to come from inside. I want it to be something that I thought of. Yeah. I don't necessarily want to look outside for that information. But.
Well, again, why should you be trying to reinvent the wheel?
Right.
I mean,
if you're about yourself, then that makes sense. If you're not about yourself,
exactly. Then like for me, why should I have to wait 30 or 40 years to do something when I could have done it in 20 if I would have just asked the right people? See, that's how you have progress, right? Yeah. So when you look at the things that are happening with AI, it's because in years prior, someone, created the telephone, and then they did the fax, and then they did this, and they just keep building upon what's there. They didn't start all the way over and then, hey, now we come up with this AI thing. It's been a process. And those people leaned on people in front of them, was mentored by the right people. And so that's how things happen expeditiously. You know what I mean?
Yeah, be efficient.
You got to be efficient in what you do.
So, all right, so Coach, the first one that they don't do, you put, they don't waste time feeling sorry for themselves.
No. I think.
Wait, Coach. Why you got to start with that?
Well, because I think that's I think that's the most important one, right? Because here's the thing. I think that when as people, when we set out these magical plans that we have, and we're going to do these certain things, and then all of a sudden it doesn't go right, and especially if it doesn't go right, and you feel that it's because of another person. Like, you look at this other person and their life looks good. They're trying to do the same exact thing. They're not running against the same adversity that you are. It's like the bricks are just laid nicely for them, right?
Yeah.
And so you're like, but poor me. Like, let me tell you something. Mentally tough people, the reason that we don't feel sorry for ourselves is because we realize no one's coming to save us. Like, this is on you. It's a shirt. It's on. Like, mentally tough people really understand that. Like, we understand. Like, the time it takes me to feel sorry for myself, I could have been coming up with a solution.
Man, you're not right, Coach. You're just not right.
Let's
back up. Nobody's coming to save me.
No.
Nobody's coming to save me, because I do think there are people that live like that's definitely a thing, right? Like
it's a thing.
I don't know that I ever felt that way, but
it's
I'm
a
sure
thing.
I did it when I was younger.
It's a thing.
That's the thing. Somebody's going to come save me.
Who's coming to save you? Nobody's coming to save you.
Wow.
I mean, and you feeling sorry about it. The question I would say, how does that help you? How does me feeling sorry about what's going on in my life help me? And more important, how does it help anyone else?
Yeah.
See, you don't get time back. So you can't, I hate to tell you, you can't be throwing it away on feeling sorry for yourself. Look, the world still goes on, brother.
Yeah, it keeps moving.
It keeps turning.
It keeps moving.
It keeps turning.
Yeah, on that same call this morning, guy was telling me about his mom passing, and I was just like, I feel you, but I know. And he's like, no, we got to keep this moving. He's got a vision. He's got a passion. His mom died like 2 days ago. No, I got to go.
Names in the jingle, baby.
He's in India right now. Like, I got to grind.
Names in the jingle. The name is in the jingle. When you are the leader of something, you cannot afford to stop. Like, who's the visionary?
Yeah.
Who's going to communicate the vision?
Yeah.
And that's what
who you are. You're leading.
And that's
somebody.
what he's saying.
Yeah.
He's saying, hey, look, I can't feel sorry for myself, because you know what? Someone else lost their mom too.
Yeah.
It's a part of life.
Yeah.
This is what happens. And if it all goes according to plan, we're going to lose our parents before we go.
I feel like let's tap out for a minute here, Coach. on number one, like we might have to do a whole podcast on number one.
Yeah.
All right, let's jump. Let's just get out of this while we can. Let's ease up now. They don't give away their power. They don't. This is one of the 13 things that mentally tough people do not do.
Yeah.
They don't give away their power.
See, and you know, for me, that's why knowing your value is so important. Because when you know your value, you don't lose your voice and you don't give up your power. See, that's really important. Like think about how many times, someone's come at you the wrong way, and you know it's the wrong way.
Oh yeah.
But instead of you using your voice and using your power, you just let it go. You're like, well, I'll just. It goes back to what I say. The person that works really hard at work and they keep saying to themselves, I'll just keep, working really hard. Sooner or later, somebody will realize that I'm doing it. What? No, that's not how this works. You have value, and when you have value, you have to have your voice. Like you, and I think what happens in this case a lot of times is this is where that whole word humility comes in.
Yeah.
And a lot of people tell you that, you have to be very humble.
Yeah.
And I always told you that words matter, right? And I'm like, no, I don't really think that's what God's talking about. I think he's saying that you got to have a humble heart and all these things. And
you got to love people.
Yeah. And I've had people go, well, I think I can prove to you that God wasn't really saying be humble the way you think that he's saying that. And they're like, what? I go, what's the first commandment? I mean, the first commandment, he basically says, I am the Lord. Like I don't even think about having anybody before me. I mean, if you or I were to make a statement like that concerning who we are, or what we think we are, or what we do you think that most people would say that we were humble with that statement?
You should have no other gods before me. Yeah.
I mean, I don't think that that's what they would say.
Right.
And so.
And what kind of God would he be if he didn't say that?
Exactly. I mean, he's simply just saying, I'm the best at what I do.
Yeah.
Right. And if you want eternal life, then it comes through me.
Boom.
Right.
Yeah.
And he's able to say it with confidence because he backs it up with the things that he's done.
There
right.
You go. Yeah.
So when I hear people, making statements, towards someone else who's really good at their craft, who's put in the time, who's done the reps and all of that about being humble, I simply know in the back of my mind it's designed to slow people down.
Yeah.
I think it's hard when you realize that you're average, brother. When you realize that you're average, you start trying to do a lot of things to slow other people down.
Yeah.
So you don't get. But you know, again, it's one of those EU nice things. The average people don't like being reminded they're average. And I think when you're mentally tough, you realize these things. And so you don't get caught up, you know, feeling sorry for yourself or giving your power to other people, because you're mission based. And when you're mission based, you stay on scent. You stay on the mission. That's what this is all about. You know, for me, it's simple. You know, I build bridges. It's what I do. I want to see people get to the other side, because I think there's enough for everyone. There's enough for everyone. So every day I'm going to wake up, I'm going to stay on mission. The mission is, how do we build bridges? How do we help people be confident in who they are? How do we help them find their value? How do we help them get their voice? If we do that, everybody wins. Like, it is such a win-win.
Yeah.
It's like, why wouldn't you want to do that?
Well, and as a leader, I think, you know, we'll tell people we want to hear your opinion.
Yes.
But it's a whole nother level of leadership to then receive it, be prepared for it, think ahead, you know, to know it's coming.
Right.
You know, to know when it's coming, to expect that. And, you know,
well,
I've got a lot to learn when it comes to really anticipating what it is that people need, you know. But I love the idea of, like, you know what, it's okay to know my value, and it's okay for others to know their value.
Right.
And then let's meet. Let's have this out. Let's talk
yes,
it out.
and
Let's work towards something.
Exactly, because this isn't about that I know my value and it means more than yours.
Right.
Right?
Yeah.
What it is just, look, I just know who I am, and look, we can talk about this and agree to disagree or whatever, but it doesn't have to come at the expense of me feeling less than.
Yeah. Yeah.
See, that's where I get, like, you know, no one has to feel less than.
Yeah.
In this thing.
Yeah. Oh man, we can't let you go to the islands anymore, man. You just come back just.
This is what happens, you know. I told you I was recharging, refueling, right, on last week's podcast.
You were.
I told you when I go over there, it's for clarity. It's to be able to continue the mission.
Let's recharge that power.
Yeah. I have to take care of me. And when I do it, I'm telling you, every single time I do that, I just come back better.
I'm glad you come back.
Right. True, because you know I'm thinking about staying, right?
I mean, we talk about building bridges. I might have to build one to the island
A
just
big
to
one.
stay connected with you. All right, number 3.
Yeah.
They don't shy away from change.
Woo!
They don't shy away from change. Oof,
Hey, how many
keep that
times have you heard people like, God, I hate change? I mean, basically what you're saying is you don't want to grow. I mean, think about it. If someone says, I hate change, so you don't want to grow. You want to stay exactly where you are. That's what you're saying to me.
Stay home. Don't interact with anybody.
I mean,
if you don't like change, you might as well just pack it up and
exactly
dig your own grave.
Well, the thing that I say is like people that don't like change are people that never really do anything exciting. So, you know, when you have this mind that is like mentally tough, every day you're waking up looking for change. You're looking for challenge. You want a little conflict.
Yeah, because it's not just I want you to embrace change.
No, I want it. I don't
want you to shy away. I want you to lean into it. Go get it.
Because I need it. Because I can't grow without it.
Wow.
You know, that would be like saying, you know, if I plant this acorn and then as it starts to go to, hey, I don't want any change. It's got to have it. It's got to go through winters. It's got to go through summers. It's got to go through fall. It's got to fight through some stuff.
Yeah.
It has to keep learning how to thrive, how to become shade for someone in 20 years. That's a lot of change. And so, you know, when people shy away from that change, I feel like you're really shying away from opportunity. A real opportunity to be able to grow into what you're supposed to be. Because again, I think that we all have some things that are very unique in which we need to live out to the fullest, because somebody somewhere needs what we have in order to be able to use their gift.
This one is for everybody. This one is just it's just for every person, you know. And I think when you talk opportunity and possibilities, like just staying open to the possibilities. When you don't shy away from change, and you can be open to what the world's bringing you,
because the world's
it's a
going to
lot
bring
more
you
fun.
something it is. I mean, the world's going to bring you something every day, dude. That's why that playing hurt thing is a real thing. By the way, that's going to be a book, by the way, Learning to Play Hurt, because it's a very real thing.
You know, and we focus on the hurt and the learning, but the play gets lost sometimes.
Come
like,
on.
every day is game day, but play,
Execute.
play, have fun.
Every play
like, get in
matters,
the
right?
game.
Every play counts.
Yeah, yeah.
So it's about, okay, here's the opportunity.
Yeah.
Here's the adversity. So, but here's something that I learned, so I'm going to execute it. And if I execute it, let's see, can I get through there?
Yeah.
That's the beautiful part about life, man.
I
for
love
me.
that, man. That's just light.
Yeah.
You know, I mean,
Yeah.
we go from, you know, not giving away our power, and I do think that we tend to allow mediocre people to drive a lot of our decision making, because you know, we don't want to offend
it's
them.
comfortable.
We want to be we want to be okay.
It's comfortable.
We'll
I
go
want
back to being comfortable.
I want to stay out of that conflict.
Yeah.
You see what I mean? And so I'll give away my power because I just like, come on now.
There's 13. Do we want to try one more?
Oh yeah, let's give one more.
We
We'll
give
give
in
one more
here.
for sure.
Man, it's like choose your own adventure right now.
Yeah.
But I'm nervous. I'm nervous, Coach. Number 4. Number 4 of the 13 things that mentally tough people do not do.
Yeah.
They don't squander energy on things they can't control. They don't squander energy.
Listen, remember,
I know
time.
you don't play with words
Listen,
either.
time is your most important asset, right? So why would I squander my energy worrying about things that I can't control? What do I look like really caring about what you think about me? Does that change what I'm trying to do? You can't squander that time. You can't give that time away. I'm giving that time away to something that, you know, I always say, you know, people do this thing the way they worry, and I go, probably 99.9% of the things that you worry about is not going to happen. So what just happened all that time? You squandered that. And then what is the one thing we say that we don't have when it comes to trying to be what we want or get what we want? For instance, like, I want to work out, I want to get in better shape, I want to read more, I don't have enough time. Because you're squandering it on things that you totally you can't control them.
That's a weird word, though. Why did you choose squander?
I like it, man. it was because to me, I felt like that's what that sentence means. Because to squander to me just sounds dude, like, really?
Yeah.
See, I could have said, you know, hey, they don't like
There's some
waste
grandparents
their
using
time.
that word right
That's
there.
right.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's a granddaddy word.
That's a granddaddy word.
Right? Because I could have said, you know, they don't waste time, you know, dealing with stuff they can't control. No, to squander, because I feel like it needed that. Because that, to me, is like, you're going to just squander, like, you're just going to give it up? Like, you're going to give up this precious thing that you have that you never going to get back. You're just going to, that word to me just made it sound, you know, real dirty, as it should be.
That's good.
Because to give up that kind of time over some stuff that you can control that doesn't even matter,
Yeah.
it's a dirty word.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah, we don't
I like that,
squander
man.
things.
There's some
No.
passion with
Yeah.
with inside that word. Like, there's
Yes.
some real heat,
There's some real heat.
and it matters. And
It does.
really deeply matters. The 1440.
Yeah.
I mean, we only have so many minutes.
You only get that. You only get that 1440, man, and then it's gone.
You ever do a day calendar where you look at, like, how many years you got left, and
No, I don't. You know,
months,
but probably,
you count down. You count down to the minutes.
but
so
I'm counting minutes, man. I'm counting 1440 a day
That's where it's at.
because that's all I have right now.
Wow.
You know what I mean? It's all I have.
Yeah, we get caught up looking so far down
So
the road.
far
we
down the
count
road,
those
man.
1440.
And then you squandering time in these 1440s every day because
Yeah.
you're looking way down there because you keep thinking, oh, I got time.
Yeah.
And I always go, do you really? I mean, think about it.
Yeah.
I think a lot of times that's why we squander away things, you know, when it comes to time, about things we can't control, because we feel like, oh, I can do it tomorrow, or it's not due to next month. I mean, I don't need that report to next week. but yet you have the time that you could be doing it now, and you could be moving on to something else. You could be growing in a different way. So I think when you're mentally tough, you just realize that you the one thing that you cannot afford to waste is time. So you can't squander it, man. You can't do that.
Man, I definitely know we did not squander this 30 minutes right here.
No.
This was right. We're going to drop vignettes. We got the marketing team dialing up some heat right now. I mean, just stay connected, dial in. How does everybody stay connected with you, Coach? What's next?
It's so great because, you can go to, almongunterexperience.com, our website. We have all of our products, all the things that we do, how to be able to reach out to us if you want us to come, speak and do things in your organization. But also now we're pretty hot on social media. We have our YouTube channel, which is just amazing. You can always reach us on, X and Facebook and Instagram. So as I like to say, I'm very easy to find right now. And the beautiful thing is everything that you see that has that AGE logo, have that TAM logo, it's all positive messaging. Yeah. Because that's where we're at.
It's got a purpose.
Everything we do, it has to have a purpose.
So much
and that purpose is about just how do we help? How do we help? And we love it when you guys, by all means keep reaching out to us. And I love the positive emails that I'm getting and direct messages like, hey man, wow, what you said really hit home. That's why we do what we do. Yeah. And I think that we do it pretty well.
Whether you're in a place where you're looking for discomfort,
yes,
or comfort,
this is it.
I mean, we used to have a segment of the podcast where it was like Coach's Corner. It was like, here's what you need to do. Here's some ideas. At this point, it's just like, look, let's dial in. Let's connect with the movement. Let's connect with the content. Let's connect. Let's build this and continue to grow this thing, because I think the more people are able to tap into this, the better things are going to be.
Well, and I think that we can not only do good, we can do well, and we can be right in doing that thing. I mean, because I think right now there's nothing more comforting for me than knowing that we're giving good information, but every day we have good attitudes, we're making good decisions, and we're giving 100% effort. See, and so I could play in the change and the challenge. Like I could deal with the adversity. Yeah. I find real comfort in it because I'm prepared. Yeah, I'm putting in reps, and as long as we keep putting in these kind of reps, I mean, bring it, baby. Come on, bring it.
So good, man.
That's how we're going to do it. So again, we thank you guys for tuning in and loving what we're doing, and I mean, there's nothing better than being able to fellowship with my little brother, at least once a week. We find a way to make it happen. We've been committed to it and going to stay committed to it. And coming out with new products all the time, and this is how we're going to do this thing.
Man, it's done.
Yeah.
It's done.
Yeah.
Let's go.
So as much as I want you to do the things that are important to be mentally tough, I do want people to understand that there's some things that I don't want you to do. I just don't want you to do it. So, hey, so thank you guys for joining in. Gunner over here.
Every day's game day, baby.
Every day's game day.
We out.
We out.